Disclaimer. Fair use is a legal doctrine that say I can reuse copyright protected material under certain circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tip the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All right belong to their respective owner. All opinion are my own. This video is for entertainment and educational purpose only. I do not own the right to any video I am reacting to. I only state in my opinion about the video. My opinion does not make it fact. This channel and my videos are for educational purpose only. The real Brian Glaze Gibbs.
Hey, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am your host, the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. I was once the problem. Now what I seek to be part of the solution. Hey, today what I'm gonna talk about is this, man. Everybody talking and it's why this story haven't gone away. In 29 years, this story have not gone away. And right now, you got this guy, he doing an interview or whatever. His name is William Lesane. And right now, basically what he's saying is guess what? That Tut shot Tupac in a quiet studio. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play certain things by William Lesane. I want you to see for yourself. And I'm going to read some excerpt by Dexter Issac. And let's see who's telling the truth. So right now, it used to be a game show years ago when I was coming up as a little boy. And right now, they say, to tell the truth. So that's what this segment going to be about, to tell the truth. Is William Lesane, Tupac supposed to be cousins telling the truth, or is Dexter Issac is telling the truth? Somebody's lying. We going to see.
Yeah, he became a preacher. And then I asked him about Tut. And he said, oh, Tut. He said, Tut,
This is King Tut.
Yeah.
King Tut, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
King Tut.
Right.
Yeah. He was known as King Tut, too.
Okay.
Yeah. But we just called him Tut. But yeah, he's like, yeah, Tut, Tut just got out of jail. He just came home. He just shot 2 detectives. He beat the case. He had a case. He shot 2 detectives that came into a barbershop in Brooklyn looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is documented. You can dig this up.
Right,
that
okay.
case.
Right.
And he went to trial on that case, and he beat the case. So he's telling me about that case. I'm like, wow, because I hadn't seen Tut, like, this is 1991 or 92. Yeah, he just came home, and he the one that shot Tupac.
Wow.
Right? He didn't know Tupac was my cousin, the guy that's telling me this. He didn't know I was related to Tupac.
Okay.
He's just saying, yeah, because it was just on the news. He's the one that shot Tupac. And I said, oh, really? And I didn't tell him Tupac was my cousin. I didn't say, that's my cousin.
Right.
I didn't say nothing. I just let him talk. And he gave me, a little bit of more information about that. And he told me it was Tut.
Wow.
And I knew he knew, because they're from the same area. I know he know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when I found out who shot him.
Okay.
And that's when I realized that if I had been with Pac at that time when he went to the studio, if I had been with him, I'd have recognized Tut. He'd have recognized me. I don't think that would have happened.
Okay.
Because I know it wouldn't have happened.
Right.
Because we like Tut and I, we grew up in Rikers Island too. He grew up on Rikers Island.
Right.
Tut was a well-known stick-up boy. He was well-known. He had a gift. He stuck up his own mom's church. We knew that. You know what I'm saying? But he had a gift for that.
You know what? You know how I know you're telling the truth? Mm-hmm. Because I know somebody that knew Tut, that was like his neighbor. Mm-hmm. It's a female. And she told me the same story.
Yeah.
So
he had a gift. he was gifted.
Right.
And he could fight too, man. He had good hand skills. Right. And he got money. He was making money. Plus he did other things. Like he boosted. Right. He played the shot, these little games. That's pickpocketing.
Okay.
With a chick, like a chick, he'll ride with a chick and she'll play. You know what I'm saying? He'll hold it down or whatever. He was a player.
Right.
But he was also a stick-up boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I knew him. You know what I'm saying? Not like I never hung out with him or anything like that, but just you know, passing through Rikers Island, we see each other in the child, we see each other in the mess hall, we see each other in the gym or whatever.
Right.
We kick it, yeah, whatever, we keep it moving. Or I'll see him in the street, we're in traffic, keep it moving. Yo, whatever, we keep it moving. That's how I knew him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know if he'd have saw me, that wouldn't have happened.
Okay.
You know, my cousin, he wouldn't have did it.
Wow.
Because he would have had to shoot me.
Right.
You know, and I don't think he would have shot me.
Right.
Maybe he would have.
Maybe he would have, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, folks, sit back and think about that, right? Okay, cool. Here it is. You got this guy, you know, right now talking about he's Tupac cousin, and right now he made some strong accusation in regards to Tut. Okay, right now, like I say, to me, number one, Tut, I grew up with him, and right now he's nice with the hand. I can confirm that. But once again, guess what? Here it is. He never shot anybody. He would shoot up in the air, but he never shot anybody. And then he made another statement, talk about Tut in the barbershop situation. And folks, listen, even though, yeah, Tut beat that case, but he said those detectives came in the barbershop looking for him. Nah, those detectives came in the barbershop. Like right now, they didn't even know they was undercover cops. They didn't know they was detectives. They came in there flossing. So right now Tut was with his son, and he with his brother and another cat. And right now Tut like, yo, these dudes are squares. These dudes are suckers. But look what they got on. Let's get them. So keep in mind, he didn't do anything. He let his brother and the other cat go after the guy. And right now, which will happen to be undercover cop. And shot was, fire. And once again, here it is, his brother almost died. Then that other cop right now he went out on disability because they say he was kind of partially paralyzed. But Tut beat that case. Then he talked about another thing, Tut being a pickpocket. Nah. Like I said right now, with regards to what? See, that's what I'm trying to tell you right now is when these guys come on these platforms and they start talking, let the truth be the truth. And right now, Tut is never known to pickpocket or jostling anybody. Yo, like I said right now, it's cap. But once again, like I said right now, you look at his story, and then you look at Dexter Issac's story, and you tell me who's telling the truth. In an article, I'm saying right now, that was published in December 3rd, 2017. You know what? Here it is you have. Who is Dexter Issac, Tupac shooter in New York, 1994? A Brooklyn prisoner named Dexter Issac, currently serving a life sentence for other crime. A man has admitted to shooting rap star Tupac Shakur in 1994 after allegedly being paid $2,500 by James Jimmy Henchman Rossman inside Manhattan Quad Studio in November 1994. Dexter Issac, a former friend of Rossman, is an inmate currently serving a life in prison for murder, robbery, and other offenses. Here, Issac full statement. We have also subscribed it below with emphasis added. Okay, my name is Dexter Issac. On Monday, May 23rd, 2011, James Rossman released a statement in which he named myself and another individual as Mr. Winston Harris, who I do not know, as government informant. I would like to clear the record on that statement. I have never been a rat for anybody. I do not have any deals, nor was I made any promise by any government agency for information on Mr. Rossman. Mr. Rossman has crucified good reporter like Chuck Phillip at the LA Times and Alison Gender at the Daily News for telling the truth about him and his activity. He claimed they had no proof that he was a rat for the government, which is an outright lie because Mr. Rossman, you signed a pre-offer agreement with the United States Attorney Office in New York on October 20th, 1998. Mr. Rossman, I have copies of your pre-sentence report from North Carolina dated January 13, 1997, and other documents about you working with the government, sending people you befriended to prison so you can maintain your own freedom. I have met with individual on whom Mr. Rossman has told. Jimmy, I say to you, I have kept your secret for years. You have never been arrested because of me or any one of our friends because of me. How dare you call me an informant? I have stayed silent in prison for the past blank amount of years, doing a life sentence like a real soldier should, when you and everybody have turned your back on me. I have never gotten any help nor asked for any help from you or anyone since being locked up. As a matter of fact, when I was first notified a couple years ago that the feds and Chuck Phillip was investigating you, I wrote you and sent you everything they sent me. I kept it real with you because that's what real G's do. Anyway, that was before I found out that you was in fact already a turncoat rat for the government. Mr. Rossman, if I was an informant like you, I would have been home years ago for my family, not doing life in prison. Now, I would like to clear up an ear about a few things because the statute of limitation is over and no one can be charged. And I'm just plain tired of listening to your lies. In 1994, James Rossman hired me to rob Tupac Shakur at the Quad Studio. He gave me $2,500 cash, plus all the jewelry I took except for one ring, which he wanted for himself. It was the biggest of the 2 diamond ring that we took. He said he wanted to put the stone in a new setting for his girlfriend at the time, Cynthia Reed. I still have as proof the chain that we took the night in the robbery. Now, I'm not going to talk about my friend Biggie death or Tupac death, but I would like to give the mothers some closure. It's about time that someone did, and I would do so at a different time. So like I said right now, you look at it. That is, like I say, Dexter Issac statement. So when you look at Dexter Issac statement, and then right now you look at my man, he just dropped, you know what I'm saying, William Lesane, on right now is on this podcast. And basically what he's saying is what Tut did. And like I said right now, folks, always remember, there are 3 parts of a story. Okay? It's his version, your version, and the truth. So right now, like I say, to tell the truth. And to me right now, honestly speaking, I'm going to tell you, I believe Dexter Issac. Because once again, it makes sense. It add up. Even with this guy, I don't know him. He say Tupac cousin, but he say Tut. You know what I'm saying? Right now, these detectives went in the barbershop to get Tut. That was a lie. Those guys right there was victim. Tut didn't know that they was an undercover cop. And he sick the people that was with him on them. And right now, to their surprise, they was an undercover cop. And a big shootout happened. Okay? So he did beat that case. Then he say something about Tut being a pickpocket. That's a lie. Anybody know Tut? Guess what? Never pickpocket. And you talking about he shot. That's a lie. Tut never shot nobody in his life. He, like you said, you was right. He will whip you behind with his knuckle game. But guess what? Listen, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, share. I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs, and this is my ministry. One love.